Around the city, signs are written in the script of the Dai people, as well as Chinese characters. The Sultan River runs through Sibsongbanna. It forms the upper reaches of the Mekong, Southeast Asia's largest river. Around the city stretch flooded rice paddies. In the language of the Dai, Sibsong means 12, and Banna means 1,000 rice paddies, reflecting the many terraced paddy fields of the region. The Water Splashing Festival is a prayer for a good harvest and protection from drought or flood. April 13th. This is the last day of the year on the traditional Dai calendar, and the first day of the festival. The festival lasts 3 days. Villages compete in boat races on the Sultan River, and other events are held around the city. The main water splashing comes on the final day. A parade is held in the city center. The Dai ethnic group's original homeland was around Sibsongbanna, but over time they expanded south into today's Thailand and Laos. As a result, the culture and customs of the Dai have much in common with those countries. Shouts of shoi rise from groups of Dai people. In the Dai language, shoi means water. Dai people yell out the word for water not only at festivals, but whenever they want to express feelings of joy. This is the traditional way of splashing water. The festival grew from a ritual of using the bough of a boat tree or other plant to sprinkle the first well water drawn in the new year. The idea is to wash away misfortune from the coming year. The second day of the festival, Zongfo Su Temple in Jinhong. According to the Dai calendar, the first day of the water splashing festival is New Year's Eve. The second day is called an empty day, and the third and final day welcomes the new year. On the empty day, all old things are said to decay. In order to purge any defilement from the previous year, various solemn Buddhist rituals are performed. White threads are tied to the fingers of the Buddha statue. These threads are stretched above the heads of the monks and then dangled from above for individual worshippers to grasp. Sakyamuni's blessing passes from the finger through the threads. Meanwhile, within the temple precincts, the ceremonial washing of the Buddha statue is performed. The monks pour holy water into funnels. It flows down spouts and over the statue. People use the holy water to ritually wash the statue. They also scrub the water on their own heads and faces in supplication for a year free of misfortune. The third day of the Water Splashing Festival. The Dai minority ethnic group see this as the first dawn of the new year for Sibsongbanna in Yunnan province. Today is the climax of the festival, and water will be splashed in earnest. People look forward to this day all year. Everyone heads to the city's plaza, carrying buckets and wash basins. The downtown culture plaza is at the heart of the action. Anyone can take part in the splashing, tourists as well as locals. At noon, the announcement is made.
版的2017年泼水节大联欢现在开始。
This signal is given and water starts flying. To the Dai, water is sacred. The more drenched you are, say the Dai, the more good fortune you will receive in the years to come. The temperature is 33.5 degrees Celsius today. The splashing continues until the sun goes down. Here and there at the water splashing festival, people are hoisted up on shoulders and tossed into the air. These are people of high standing in the area. After being hoisted up, custom requires them to make a donation. The donation envelopes are placed in a bamboo tube to keep them from getting soaked. The notable is hoisted again and again until all the money he has on him is gone. The splashing is not confined to the plaza. It takes place all over town. Strangers passing by splash each other. Riding in a taxi is no protection. Women are especially targeted. They say the more beautiful a woman is, the more soaked she will be. The women don't mind. After all, splashing water on someone is considered a prayer for their happiness. This publicity crew for a stroller manufacturer gets a thorough dousing. With such huge crowds drawn to the water splashing festival, it's an ideal marketing opportunity for companies. So they assemble teams of young women to do publicity. The water splashing festival's origins are in India. It spread along with Buddhism. In Thailand, Myanmar, and other places, water is believed to ward off misfortune. As quickly as people can fill their water containers, they splash it away. They scramble to get more from homes, hydrants, anywhere they can. On this one day, the city of Jinghong consumes 35,000 tons of water. The three-day festival concludes with an ethnic dance performance that continues the prayers for good harvests. The cries of "Shoi, Shoi" continue to echo. With the festival at an end, the busiest farming season begins.